get rid of Oversold Cemetery.
Oh, right. I forgot Oversold Cemetery, which, by the way, is a hilarious name for a card. Is an enchantment. Oh, the flavor of that card, just thinking about it, is hilarious.
Yeah,
I can't
pretty
stop
morbid.
chuckling. I love it. It's great. So yeah, looking at DC, Zach Dubin's hand, a little thick, not gonna lie. We got the lovely Shivan Dragon showing up. We do have the Bloodbraid Elf and the Flame Javelin. We have 3 lands, Chandra's Defeat. I still think this is a keep, but I could understand wanting a little bit of a smaller hand in mana curve, not just card size.
Yeah, interestingly, because of the speed of the decks and how they could just turn stuff around here, I might have actually sided out the Shivan Dragon, especially on the draw, just with it being 6 mana. But I don't know. I mean, we do have some removal cards in hand. We can kind of like buy some time. Maybe you do just get cast this big 5/5. We'll see.
Yeah, who knows? Like, this is like the cool thing about this tournament is it is a bunch of people showing up to play Magic for fun. Like we talked about the prize structure and all that, but in reality, people are taking their Sunday to play cool cards, and it's completely possible that Zach Dubin is like, I love Shivan Dragon. I'm going to bring it in and I'm going to have a great time. And that's so reasonable. Like, that's what we're here for. That's what Magic is right now. So let's do it.
Now, this Lightning Rift is going to stand to be really tough for Zach, I think, because so many of his creatures are small, have 2 toughness or less. So some of these are just going to get picked off with the number of cycling cards that Remy's
So this
playing.
is, when you cycle a card, you may pay 1 and then you may do what to anything?
2 damage.
To anything?
Yeah, I believe it is. Let me double check.
Wow, that's sweet. Well, the one thing that we saw in game 1 from DC Sports, it didn't work out for him, but we did see, like, he didn't have a ton of plays until Bloodbraid Elf, and then, was able to go off from there. So it's possible that could work in our favor. Like, just a few attacks in with the Bloodbraid Elf and some other things that maybe it hits, and then we can finish off with these javelins. Could work. It's a long way away, and it does mean that there'll be no demigods around, but we'll see. We'll see. Where are we at? We're at Zach Dubin's end step.
Yeah, it looks like we're cycling here.
Hey, Shivan Dragon does not have 2 toughness, not even 4 toughness.
Exactly. I mean, he might turn out to be the winner here. Who knows?
Big brain plays over there if that's how that works out. You have Lightning Rifts. I have a 6 mana 5/5.
I mean, when Remy untaps here, if he has a 4th land, it's unfortunate. You may even cast Bloodbraid Elf and get nothing from it potentially.
Right.
2 1-mana cyclers, you 2 activations of Lightning Rift, lose both creatures possibly.
That would not be great. Not be great. We do have the 3 mana 3/3. So there's 1 creature we could hit that would not get burnt out by Lightning Rift, right? Okay. We're also doing this on our main phase, which would tell me, and has now showed me, that Remy does not have a 4th land.
Exactly.
Which does bode a little bit better for Zach Dubin. It does mean our Bloodbraid Elf might be able to do some cool things. Ooh, we get to throw a Flame Javelin, haphazardly end of turn. 4 damage. Take that. Untap.
And that seems like a completely reasonable play. I mean, you have another one in hand anyway, in case you need it for some reason to get rid of a 4 toughness thing.
Well, we also are holding too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, no, this is going to be good. One thing I totally forgot is that we do have the Scavenger Grounds, so we're not even really cold to just getting demigodded out. So this is actually going to be okay. I know we were joking about it, but this Shivan Dragon might actually come into play later.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's possible that at that stage, looking at the hand, if we were to draw a couple more land, which we did, this is a big boss that might actually end the game.
Yeah, this is cool. This deck is definitely up my alley for sure. I like some red and green beep or attack cards, as we like to say. So we'll see. So we decided not to show the Scavenger Grounds. I think that's fine. I don't think that Remy would play much differently, but it's might as well keep it in our hand for now.
Oh, and there you go. We got the
Oh,
Ram Gang.
I called it. Nice. Okay, so we have one thing that lives through a lightning rift. Do you think it's fair to say there's no more cyclers? Like, would Remy not have tried to go harder on their turn to try and get that fourth land?
I don't think so. I think
Oh,
you're still better off preventing damage if you have the ability to.
okay, and it looks like you probably called it. Oh, okay, so a braid, not quite a cycler, but still dealing with one of the problems.
Yeah, because the other issue there is, had he had a cycler and went looking for land, you still end up with just one land untapped, and
Right,
taking an additional 3 there to only be at 9 is a lot scarier.
right. Oh, we do have the gleeful sabotage, which I was asking about. I know you said it was for like the reanimators card, but this works against the lightning rift too, right?
Absolutely.
Ah, sweet.
Now look at
So
this. Now this is a possible. You can pass the turn, deal 4, kill the lightning rift, and then land your Shivan Dragon next turn.
yeah, I love it. So yeah, so right now we'd have to go to combat, let that happen. Then on our second main phase, play gleeful sabotage, and we already played a land, so then pass, and then we'd have flame javelin. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. We also just have Chandra's defeat if something goes awry. So again, using spells to kill a creature that you can do with lightning rift does kind of tell me you're out of cyclers. Yeah, okay. So
because
it sounds like
I understand using the abrade on the Ram Gang because you can't get rid of it with one activation from the rift.
right.
But now that we're not using the rift to get rid of 2 toughness things, that's your sign that the path is now open a little bit.
Okay. Oh, here's what I called. So there's the demigod coming down now. No demigods. Wait, were the demigods to get? I can't tell. There's no graveyard.
I don't believe there were.
There's none, right? We didn't see any.
The whole game's just been about the lightning rift and I think 2 cyclers at this point.
So I'm not sure. Okay. So right now you're in Zach Dubin's seat. Your plan was originally to do 4 damage with the rift, play dragon, Shivan Dragon, and kind of call that, use all your mana next turn. There was some, I don't know if you saw that, but Zach was considering casting the Flame Javelin, but ended up just going for the Chandra's defeat. What do you think?
I think it's the correct play. I mean, save the maximum damage you can just to try to sneak that through. Throw it at your opponent's face. All right, so Zach has to take 1 from that City of Brass going down to 16. But we now have the big 5/5 dragon in play.
Okay, this is great. We might have to eat our beginning words, being like, "Oh, this might not be good in the game 3," but
this just made my day that we got to see somebody hard cast a Shivan Dragon.
Oh yeah, this is fantastic. And not only that, but with the Shivan Dragon going to 5, we got 7 damage in our hand. I'm new to this math thing, but I'm pretty sure that's 12.
Well, don't forget that the dragon itself has fire breathing.
True. Yeah, I guess I'm not sure. I don't know if Remy has any sort of removal that can deal with the just Shivan or easy. Like I would be tempted to just get 5 in and not pump. I'm not sure, but let's see how Remy's turn goes to start, and then we'll go from there. This is exciting.
And Remy still has 4 cards, so he could have all kinds of things right now.
Yeah, but DC Sports does have this scavenger grounds, and we know that 1 demigod is in the yard. So there we go. We did get the graveyard back, which is fantastic. I can now see what's happening, so that's great. But we do have the scavenger grounds. Should we need it, we can't do it on this turn. So if Remy has a demigod this turn, we're in a little bit of trouble, but not a ton of trouble, right?
Yeah, not terribly, because worst case scenario, the Shivan Dragon just block 1, and then you can take out the other with the Flame Javelin.
It would mean that we don't have anything to do on to keep attacking, so that wouldn't be super great. Sure. Also, I just realized the demigods are so great. Like you kill them, and then the next one just brings the other one back.
Yep.
It's terrible. Okay, so this is where we said we could be in a bit of trouble. How much do we attack for here?
Remy may not attack at all potentially.
Well, I was thinking about it if Remy attacked with both.
If Remy attacks with both, you just don't block and you go to 5.
Yeah, and then we have lethal, but it's unlikely that happens, but
Well, yeah, plus Remy has seen that they're playing Chandra's defeat and whatnot, so you even leaving just 1 as a blocker still puts you in potential range of dying because the Shivan Dragon itself pumps. Oh, wow. He's going for it.
Oh, okay. Any 1 black spells to think about?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay, this is 12. I did the math. I was here. I did it.
Yeah, the only thing I can think of that Remy can do with 1 black is just cycle some spells. That's about it.
Well, DC Sports thinks he's got it because there's a GG's in chat. Here we go. Okay, go to combat. DC, what are we doing? Go to combat. There we go. Why for the pump? Just the 1 extra damage, and that is the match.
That was a little bit of excess damage there. That extra 1 pump, but style points with the Shivan Dragon.
You got the Shivan Dragon in play. You gotta pump it, right?
Yeah, you gotta let it fire breathe a little bit.
So that's actually pretty interesting. I really enjoyed that match. I enjoyed seeing DC Sports was the aggressor the whole time, like in game 1, game 2, and game 3. In game 1, unfortunately, he did